We're live at flowcombat.com. It's Farrar Casey Oxendine. We're ready to introduce our next bout, a featherweight professional bout here in Newport. Let's go to Jennifer.
Our next bout of the evening is in the featherweight division, brought to you by Barbarossa Saloon. First, please welcome to the cage, John Henning.
John GQ Henning is first out. He's out of Charlotte BJJ Academy 4M Fitness in Charlotte, North Carolina. John GQ Henning, 0-4 record. But Casey, another one of those examples where don't judge ability based on records.
Yeah, this is one guy that really knows his way around the cage, and he's been in there really, really deep. For most of those we've actually been here calling the action. Charlie Alexander most recently, but he's also been in there with Kobe Wall, Zach Cooper, Chris Hall, a lot of the top-tier talent that has come up here in the Southeast. He's been in there with them, and tonight he looks to end that O on his record against Dalton Fox, the man with the lead left hand.
And it should be interesting, and the hometown advantage as well in Newport. And you just mentioned some of the pro guys that GQ has faced. He's faced a ton in his amateur career. 7-4 as an amateur. He started his amateur career back in 2010, so had a few gaps in there, but then turned pro in December of 2015. So Dalton Fox will be the opponent. We'll tell you about him in a second. Back to the cage at Jennifer.
And his opponent making his way to the cage, please welcome Dalton Fox.
Dalton Fox 1-4 with a no contest, an independent fighter out of Newport, Tennessee right here. And you hear the fan reaction. You mentioned the left hand of Dalton Fox. What else does he bring to the table? Besides a rapper.
You know, Dalton Fox very scrappy. He brings a hometown, I will say that. And a little toddler in his arm.
We've had a couple of those tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll take a look at the tail of the tape between GQ as the walk-up rap continues. John Henning and Dalton Fox. Fox 5 years younger than Henning. Fox also an inch taller. Both of them with some experience as professionals. Fox with that one win and 2 fights experience. GQ weighed in at 145.6. Fox at 144.7 for this 145-pound professional featherweight bout. So Fox coming off losses to Nick Baker and Sawyer Ridge. I mean, two terrific fighters. Nick Baker was a first-round triangle choke. Prior to that, lost to Sawyer Ridge in the first round via strikes. But as an amateur, 4-2, had a win over Corey Browning. And even as a professional, his one win came over Roy Sanders. That was back in 2015, about 2 years ago. But the left hand is a factor for Fox.
It undoubtedly is. And with Corey Browning, that is a top-tier competitor. To get caught with that and put down says a lot.
Fox is in the cage. Let's go back to Jennifer.
This bout is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. First, fighting out of the red corner, he weighed in at 145 pounds, holds a record of 0 wins, 4 losses, and 1 no contest. Represents Charlotte BJJ Academy and 4M Fitness in Charlotte, North Carolina, John GQ Henning. And his opponent across the cage to my left, fighting out of the blue corner. He weighed in at 145 pounds, holds a record of 1 win, 4 losses, and 1 no contest, and fights out of Newport, Tennessee, Dalton Fox. Your referee when the action begins is Nate Jolly.
Nate Jolly, our referee, in his featherweight professional bout at 145, presented by Barbarossa Saloon, where our weigh-ins were last night. John GQ Henning in the black trunks, black gloves, red tape. Dalton Fox, black trunks, black gloves, blue tape. 3 5-minute rounds in this pro featherweight bout. Valor Fights 42, Newport, Tennessee, home of Dalton Fox. And we will not get a touch of gloves. We're underway.
And here comes Henning. He is standing southpaw. Fox standing Well,
switching.
Yeah, switching it up, but it is the left hand that you have to watch out for in the southpaw stance.
Active kicks from Fox early.
Really, man. Fox closing the distance big time, throwing big leather on John Henning. Henning on those wheels, though, and he fires back, lands a big left hand.
Oh, that was right up square on the chin of Fox. And Henning now has a little bit more confidence. Fox constantly changing.
Oh.
He ate that jab.
Yeah, stiff right jab there by Henning. Henning undoubtedly the better pedigreed fighter, more technical, but Fox always dangerous with that left and willing to mix it up.
I'm not saying by any means he's this guy, but in terms of look and style, he looks like he is imitating Conor McGregor, Henning. He's looking for that style. Not saying he is, but nice jab. But his movements, his hair.
Oh, another big shot by Henning right here. It sort of looks like they're imitating one another with their hair and their beard.
Yep, hands down.
And their build.
All right, we've got loose tape again. All right,
here we go.
Ripped off, and Nate Jolly calls time back in.
Keep working that way.
So far, very entertaining fight.
No threat of a takedown, 2 minutes in to round number 1.
Oh, there we go. Beautiful combination by John Henning.
Look for that 3, John, 3. Look for that 3.
Oh, that kick hurt Fox.
Yeah, you can see it.
And Fox is marked up under his right eye, too. Kick caught, returned by Henning.
Oh, there's a big shot there by Fox. Lands a big shot there. Follows it up. And we've talked about it before. It can happen anytime. Henning working his guard.
And it was a left that made it happen by Fox.
Up until this, I had Henning winning this round. I think this shifts things quite significantly, turns the tide, if you will. Oh, and a triangle choke. And it's deep. And that's it. Tap.
John Henning was put to the mat, and he survives on his back and gets the submission. Wow. GQ gets his first professional win.
Now, Vincent, that is an action-packed fight. Very entertaining.
It doesn't have to go long to be exciting. Wow. How about that? And Fox is still down, being tended to. And how about the turn of events there? It looked like Henning was winning in the stand-up if they would have stayed there and gone to the judges' scorecard. Then Fox puts down Henning with a left, lands another left, and then hangs on, survives, and then when the opportunity to submit Fox presents itself, it's John Henning with a submission victory with the triangle choke. Unbelievable first round in action between these two. Dalton Fox will fall to 1-5 and 1 no contest, while John Henning will move to 1-4 with 1 no contest. How about that? So Henning showing that he can handle some adversity as well. The loss to Charlie Alexander, Kobe Wall, and a no contest to Christopher Hall. Before that, Kobe Wall, Christopher Hall, and more. All right, to the cage, Jennifer.
Your referee stops this fight at 3 minutes and 1 second into the first round for your winner by triangle choke submission, John GQ Henning.
John, a long time coming to feel that arm raised in the air in victory as a professional. You did that tonight, man. It didn't come easy, though. I had you ahead in the round, and then he landed that dangerous left hand, the one he's known for. But the triangle choke did the trick. You got him out of there. Big win for John GQ Henning.
Yeah, he caught me playing around. And yeah, I just had to stay composed and try to land the triangle once he ended up in my guard. So I'm just happy to get the W and get that 0 out of the way.
Well, let's talk about that a little bit, man. A lot of fighters around the world. One that comes to mind, Ovince St. Preux, started out on the losing end of things and eventually built his way into a major player in this sport. And you are in that same boat. You know, you have tremendous amount of skill, but you faced a tough series of opponents, and it's always been a rough road for you. Now you've started to turn that around. Talk a little bit about how it is to kind of start from scratch and build back up to where you want to be.
It's just a change of camps. I mean, I believe the talent's always been there, but I kind of got happy staying at the same place, got comfortable. And I got to thank Adam over here because he's got me pushing forward now instead of sitting back trying to pot shots. So, like I said, I'm just happy. And also all the guys at Charlotte Jiu-Jitsu Academy and Piper, they couldn't be here tonight, but you know, you saw the triangle. Just thanks to rolling with all those guys day in and day out. So.
Well, there you have it. Everybody, one more time, put your hands together for your winner, John GQ Henning.